Hey droners, and welcome to the first week of the implementation of the Part 107. Yes, we have made it, we are here, and that means you can easily fly your drone commercially and make that money. But you gotta take a test first. And of course, a lot of people like myself had to take it this week because that's the way to do it. Get on board early. So I have some study tips for you on what I use to prepare me to take the test that I think will probably help you out too. Let's get right into it. First things first, where do you take these tests? You will be taking these tests at the Airman Knowledge Centers. And the one I took was right next to an airport. I assume most of them are next to airports. And they're all over the country. Like, they already use these testing centers to do all kind of testing for the FAA. So you're not gonna have any issues finding them. Literally, you can type in, UAV or UAS testing center and you'll be able to find all kind of links. Super easy thing to do. So now I want to talk to you about what I use in my study guides. I actually use 3 different things because I'm a big fan of overkill. And I probably spent a little too much money, but they all helped in different ways. One of which is the asa2fly.com. So this is the asa2fly.com UAS Remote Test Pilot Study Guide. I found this to be incredibly comprehensive, very difficult, but exactly what you're gonna need. Like this alone, if you can go through this and take all the tests that this gives you, you should be solid for the test. And this is only gonna cost you a cool 20 bucks. When I bought it, it was probably like 3 weeks ago, before they actually had the ebook and all the other things that they will probably already have by now. This is the only thing that was available, and I bought it in the first 5 minutes that it came out because I was checking the website every single day because I was terrified of this test. I say this is a powerful tool that is somewhat difficult to understand, but definitely has all the information in it that you need. And if you wanna spend more money on a product that I personally found to be the easiest, and that brought me the most comprehension, is actually another website called remotepilot101.com. And pretty much you have a very funny guy who is giving you all the points, going through everything that he knows or thinks there's gonna be on the test. And it's a really well done video in the sense of there's tests on the website and he really goes through and explains everything. They took a lot of time on this and it works. Yeah, it costs $100, yes, it does. But if you want to be for sure, have somebody literally just sit there and tell you exactly what you need to know, then this is it. This is the lazy man's way to go, and you'll definitely know what you need to know for that test. So, and last but not least, I wanted convenience. I didn't want to lug around a book everywhere I was going with me, but while I was freaking out and still like, oh man, I have to take this test in a few days. And I also didn't necessarily have time to be in front of a computer screen and watching all the videos from the last thing. So there's actually an app called Remote Pilot FAA Test Prep. And it's an expensive app, it is. It's 20 bucks. But it's really cool because it literally just goes through a bunch of questions that are most likely like the questions that are going to be on the test. And you just sit there like whenever you have a free moment, you can just go through the questions. And every time you don't know or not sure, every time you get a question wrong, it gives you an explanation of why you got it wrong right on the spot. So it's a really cool way that you can just keep your mind on the test and keep things going for while you're doing it. I highly recommend all 3 of these or each of them individually. And if I was just gonna get one and I had a bunch of money, it'd definitely be Remote Pilot 101. If I'm a very studious person that gets stuff done and really has the time and the effort to put into and trying to understand and figure something out, then I'm going with the ASA2Fly, 20 bucks. And if you're just a lazy person that just is on the go and you really, really wanna get this right, then just get the app and just, go through it and figure it out. I did all 3 and I'm happy I did all 3. So if you fail this test, then you gotta wait 14 days before you can take it again, and you have to pay for it again. And the test costs like 150 bucks. So I would highly recommend that you get your study on right, make sure you're well rested, and most importantly, take your time. It's only 60 questions on the test. Make sure you have like 2 hours to take it. So seriously, take your time, slow down, look at your answers, make sure you're happy with them, and do your best. You'll do fine. Droners, thank you for watching and learning what it takes to study for the test and hopefully pass that. If you want to see more drone-related videos, like the Droner News videos that tell you all the new drone news stuff and stuff that's happening, you can click right here because it's awesome. Or if you just want to learn more about drones stuff in general with your boy, you can click right about here. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe because we love that. And as always, stay fly.